Reeves Immigration Law Group now brings you Immigration Law on Your Side.
Alright, magandang gabi mga kababayan and Happy New Year from all of us here at Immigration Law on Your Side. Brought to you by our friends from Reeves Immigration Law Group. Mga kababayan, bagong taon na, magandang pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi. And it has to do with some of your resolutions. Ano ba ang inyong mga resolutions for this new year? Malalaman natin. I-comment sa ating Facebook post right now para naman we can also, you can join us in our conversation tonight right here po sa Immigration Law on Your Side. Mga kababayan, migration from the Philippines to the United States began in the late 19th century. Napakatagal na, and has been driven in large part by long-standing political, military, and educational ties between the United States and the Philippines. And that includes a decades-long period of U.S. colonization. Pero mga kaibigan, ngayon, ang mga Filipino immigrants, they represent the fourth largest origin group after foreign-born immigrants from Mexico, India, and China. Napakarami na pala. However, still a large part of the Filipinos are out of status or undocumented. Yung tinatawag natin mga TNT. So with us tonight, syempre, bagong-bagong taon, bagong-bagong episode ng ating Immigration Law on Your Side. Kasama na naman natin, partner at Reeves Immigration Law Group, Attorney Flomi Javier Diza, to discuss the different ways and options for our TNT kababayans in the United States. Attorney Diza, Happy New Year and welcome to Immigration Law on Your Side.
Salamat Kuya Johan at magandang Happy New Year din sa iyo at sa viewers and listeners natin. Happy New Year, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at tama yung inyong introduction dahil ang mga kababayan natin dito sa US, marami pa ang mga walang status o walang papel at it's time for them to make that resolution, to initiate and start the process kung meron man para ma-legalize ang kanilang status dito sa United States. And it's very timely dahil beginning of the year, this is our first episode for year 2022.
Mm-hmm. Attorney, nabanggit natin na marami pala talaga sa ating mga kababayan ay nasa ganitong status pa rin. Roughly, how many Filipinos ang affected nito or ganito ngayon?
Well, as you mentioned, pang-apat tayo, Kuya Johan. Out of the almost 200 nations and countries worldwide, pang-apat tayo na mga immigrant dito sa United States, considering yung ating land area compared dun sa dalawa, or yung tatlo na nauna, where the Mexico is nasa border lang yan at mas mabilis sa kanila ang mag-cross the border. Pangalawa would be yung China, considering yung kanilang land area at number ng population. Pangatlo yung India, right? Malaki rin ang populasyon at land area nila. Samantalang Pilipinas, ang land area natin maliit compared sa other nations worldwide. Pang-apat po tayo, dahil tayo po ay gustong mag-immigrate dito sa United States. And 4 million, there's a lot of Filipino immigrants. Pero part of that, Kuya Johan, marami pa rin ang walang status. And it's really hard, and we have been looking at the exact figure kung ilan talaga ang mga walang status o walang papel. Pero syempre, marami sa ating mga kababayan na hindi din-disclose ang kanilang status. So it's going to be very, very hard to get the exact figure kung ilan talaga ang wala pang papel. Pero estimately and roughly, nasa 310,000 to probably as high as 800,000. And almost, 1 million din yan, di ba, ang mga walang papel. Now, medyo nabawasan yan, Kuya Johan, dahil doon sa DACA, yung Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, at marami sa mga batang dumating dito na nakapag-apply ng DACA at nasa kind of legal status sila ngayon. So marami pa rin, Kuya Johan, kung titignan natin, mga kababayan natin na walang papel, and of course, it's time for them to speak to us, immigration attorneys, at this time of the search ng Omicron virus, Kuya Johan. We offer free legal consultation again sa mga kababayan natin na hindi nakakarating sa office, So we take that opportunity and take advantage sa mga ganitong free legal consultation para ma-discuss lang kung meron pang paraan o meron bang paraan, meron na tayong hinihintay, di ba? At kung meron man, umpisahan na at gagawing new resolution nyo na i-legalize or start ang process para ma-legal ang status nyo dito sa US.
Mhm. So, iba't iba ang sitwasyon, mga kababayan natin na nandito sa Amerika. And katulad ng nasabi ni Attorney, a lot of the Filipinos ay medyo may kailangan pang ayusin sa kanilang mga dokumento. So, Attorney, ano po ba ang mga solusyon para sa mga kababayan natin if they have yung mga visa nila nag-expire na o yung kanilang mga ay wala na silang status? Ano po ba ang kanilang pwedeng gawin?
Yes, Kuya Johan, paalalahan natin ang mga viewers natin that we don't encourage people to overstay. That's an immigration violation. There are situations where attorneys and even yung mga Filipinos themselves beyond their control, bakit sila nag-stay dito? Di ba minsan lalo na last 2 years where na-cancel ang kanilang flight to go back home, right? Hindi na sila nakauwi at natatakot ng umuwi dahil baka hindi na sila makabalik o hindi na sila makapag-extend ng kanilang visa. Right? Yung iba naman talagang pangangailangan, right? At kailangan na talaga magtrabaho dito, United States still a place to to earn a living and makapag-ipon at ipadala sa pamilya sa Pilipinas, no? So it is a choice basically ng kababayan natin at siyempre alam din nila ang consequences of overstaying. Now if that happens to you, right, lalong-lalo sa mga kababayan natin na mayroong mga social security at may mga trabaho na tumatanggap sa kanila despite na kanilang wala ng status, right, umpisahan nang i-legalize ang status through either family-based petition. Now, marami sa ating mga kababayan, usually maririnig mo dyan is, attorney, naghintay ako ng pagkakataon na makapagpakasal, right, o makapag-asawa ng US citizen. And that's true dahil that's one of the fastest and the easiest way to get a green card. Pero kung may pamilya po kayo sa Pilipinas at wala po kayong planong magpakasal naman, don't force yourself because again, marriage fraud or entering marriage in order to obtain immigration benefits has a very serious consequence. So hindi lang po through marriage, right? Merong family-based petition. Halimbawa, pinetition po kayo ng magulang ninyo, kapatid ninyo, yung employer po ninyo. Tignan po ninyo yan. Kahit namatay, halimbawa ang petitioner o wala na yung petitioner or hindi na interesado yung petitioner na ituloy ang petition. So titingnan po natin yan, yung tinatawag nating 245I, right, na may eligible po kayo mag-green card despite becoming overstay kung meron po kayong another employer. At titingnan po natin ang employment-based petition is available, right, as of now. So kung nandito po kayo, may employer na willing na mag-petition po sa inyo and kayo po ay nasa status or covered po kayo ng 245I, right? Pwede po nating i-process yan ang inyong green card through labor certification and I-140. So, unang-una, Kuya Johan, through family-based, either marriage or family petition. Then second one would be employment-based, At kung meron kayong employer na willing na mag-petition sa inyo, right? Then go for it. But before you do that, mga kababayan, tignan ninyo kung eligible kayo mag-green card kasi sayang naman yung pera at panahon kung hindi po kayo, ultimately makakuha ng green card. Dahil mahirap po yung umpisahan natin ang process, yung labor certification, then immigrant visa petition from your employer. Kung hindi po natin ma-accomplish ang main goal ninyo, which is to get a green card dahil kayo ay overstay. Now, again, i-assess natin kung kayo po ay 245I. What I usually tell my employer clients and even yung mga walang papel dito, kung meron po kayong employer, na willing na mag-petition po sa inyo, right? Pero hindi po kayo pwede dahil overstay na po kayo at despite being here for a very long time, hindi po kayo covered ng Section 245I para dun sa protection ng overstay. What we advise our clients, Kuya Johan, ay petitionin natin yung asawa ninyo, right? O yung anak mong over 21. Sila na lang ang ipepetition ng care home or ng restaurant or ng construction company or or yung school para may opportunity sila na makarating dito na walang problemang overstay and hopefully pag sila nakarating dito as a green card holder at become a citizen, in the future they can petition their spouse or their parent. So yun po ang paraan din. It's not the end of the world kung hindi kayo 245I. will bring your family dito at even if there's a waiting time, yung kasi yung process ko yun, lalong-lalo ngayong pandemic, di ba mga 3 hanggang 5 taon din. So it's better to have something to look forward to than nothing, kasi maghintay po kayo. Time flies easily, mga kababayan. Right? Hindi mo namamalayan, pa-retire na pala kayo at gusto nang mag-retire sa Pilipinas, gusto ko din ng retirement benefits pero hindi po pwede dahil wala po kayong green card o wala man lang work permit. So ito yung mga dalawang paraan, Kuya Johan, na pwedeng discuss ng ating mga kababayan kung available yung options sa kanila.
Mhm. And nabanggit ni attorney yung mga paraan na yan. Over the course of last year, 2021, and even previous to that, napag-usapan na natin ito sa ating Immigration Law on Your Side. So mangyari lamang pong balikan ang mga full episodes tungkol dyan sa mga bagay na yan. Katulad ng 245I, we had a full episode about that. So you can go back in our archives and watch those episodes again ng Immigration Law on Your Side. And other ways that we discussed, attorney, para magkaroon ng status ang ating mga kababayan. At one point, na-discuss natin yung asylum, pati yung victims of crime. What are these ways, attorney, para makakuha ng status ang mga kababayan natin in case they fall on these categories?
Yes, very viable option, Kuya Johan, ng asylum. Right? Asylum is something that you can apply with the U.S. Department of State, U.S. Department of Homeland Security through the USCIS where, you have fear of going back to your home country. Bakit natatakot kang bumalik sa Pilipinas dahil meron kang fear, a threat about your life, liberty, and property. Just because you are a member of a particular social group. So maraming yan, Kuya Johan, may basis yung tinatawag natin protected grounds. Di ba? You are being persecuted if you go back dahil member ka ng social group. Alimbawa ng social group would be LGBTQ community where, there was in the past where, you were a victim of either sexual abuse or rape because of your sexual orientation. Right? At walang siyempre magawa ang gobyerno dahil siyempre kahit sabihin nating very democratic ang Pilipinas, ang acceptance ng gay community hindi pa rin ganun ka liberal compared sa United States. At siyempre wala pa rin same-sex marriage sa atin, yung mga ganung sitwasyon. So member of a particular social group, hindi lang kagaya ng LGBTQ community, kagaya din ng mga rich businessman who are Americanized in the United States, member ng government, member ng ng mga journalists where they fear their life and they have had prior persecution from a member of the government or any group na hindi makontrol ang gobyerno or member ng religious group. So yun yung mga sitwasyon, Kuya Johan, ng mga protected grounds, but remind natin ang ating mga kababayan where that you have to file the asylum within 1 year from the time you last enter the United States. So, but, yung mga kababayan natin na nasa status, halimbawa mga J1, Kuya Johan, right, siyempre mga 2 years ang binigay sa kanila at probably nag-extend pa sila ng status, so naka3 taon na sila. Tatanungin, attorney, ayoko nang bumalik dahil I was persecuted, in my home in the Philippines. When I was there, we have a business. Our business was burnt down by this group, at merong continuous threat sa aming pamilya. What can I do? Diba? So instead of you filing probably for the J1 waiver, probably discuss the options for asylum. Of course, there should be a legal foundation and legal basis in filing one. Hindi pwedeng gawa-gawa lang. It should be corroborated and supported by evidence. But definitely, Kuya Johan, it's really a viable option, right, to file an asylum because you plead the U.S. government that please don't send me back home because I fear for my safety, I fear for my life. This what happened to me in the past, and this is my fear of future persecution. Itong mangyayari sa akin kung pauwi niyo ako. So yun yung asylum, Kuya Johan. Not many Filipinos know this option, but it's still a viable option sa mga kababayan natin. Right? It's not just you are against the U.S. government, or you're just against the anti-drug war ni President Duterte, but as I mentioned, may mga protected grounds na pwedeng explore kung meron po kayong past persecution. Na yun yung pangatlong option, Kuya Johan, na i-consider ng ating mga kababayan. And of course, yung nabanggit mo kanina, yung victim of crimes, it's still a very important and very viable option sa mga kababayan natin where you're already in the US, ano po, at kayo po ay naging biktima ng serious crime at kayo po ay nag-report, di ba, sa authorities, either sa police, and nag-cooperate po kayo as a witness, sa prosecution in order to arrest, and convict, or arrest, prosecute, and convict yung perpetrator. So ito yung ang dahilan nito, Kuya Johan, para encourage yung mga kababayan natin na walang status or mga tinatawag natin undocumented to come forward para hindi sila matakot na magsumbong kung may nangyari o nakawitness sila ng crime. Kasi mahirap, Kuya Johan, na gagamitin. Baka akala nila dahil wala silang status, natatakot silang lumabas, di ba? So parang binibigyan sila ng incentive para mag-report kung naging biktima sila ng crime o nag-witness sila ng crime. In that situation, Kuya Johan, kukuha tayo ng police report at certification that this person, this individual, cooperated and assisted in the apprehension, arrest, and prosecution ng perpetrator. So that's also a very good option, Kuya Johan. Hindi nila problema ang overstay, di ba, kapag sila ay nag-file ng tinatawag natin U visa or victim of crime. The same thing sa trafficking, Kuya Johan, victim of trafficking, human trafficking, where people are recruited sa ating bansa, sa Pilipinas para pumunta dito at magtrabaho, right? Gawing nanny or katulong, or magtrabaho halimbawa sa isang resort under the H-2B visa or even H-1B visa, pero hindi po sila binabayaran ng tamang sweldo, kundi inaabuso pa ang hours of work, at hindi maganda ang kanilang living condition or working condition, di ba? So kumbaga pwede ring paraan na i-explore ang victim of crime, U visa, or trafficking, the T visa. So ito po yung other options, Kuya Johan, na pwedeng explore ng ating mga kababayan.
Alam namin na mga kababayan, ang daming information ito, no? Kaya pwede po kayong kumonsulta sa ating mga kaibigan sa Reeves Immigration Law Group. As attorney outlined a while ago, at the surge of the Omicron variant na naman ngayon dito sa United States, meron po silang free legal consultation once again. They did this during sa kasagsagan ng COVID-19 last year, and it's back again. Mangyari po lamang kumontak sa ating mga kaibigan sa Reeves Immigration Law Group. Attorney, also, yung mga iba po bang hindi makakakuha ng mga green card na nandito na sa United States because of things that they did. For example, yung napag-usapan natin last year, yung mga nag-jump ship, yung mga nasa fiancé visa na hindi naman nag-asawa, and all those other situations na will bar them from getting a green card here in the United States. Meron pa po ba silang relief, attorney?
Yes, Kuya Johan, it's not the end of the world pag sila ay nag-jump ship or sila po ay pumasok as K1. Kasi ang K1 restricted dyan, Kuya Johan. The only way to get the green card is through marriage, marriage to that US citizen petitioner. Pag hindi po kayo pinakasalan ng inyong fiancé, it's the end of the world for you. You have to go back, and if you decide to stay and overstay, even if you get married in the future or meron kayong hinihintay na petition from other family members or employment base, hindi po ubra yan, because the only way to get the green card is through that marriage or claim of battered spouse. Kung let's say pinakasalan po kayo ng fiancé nyo, and naging spouse po kayo ng US citizen, but ayaw ituloy yung petition or ayaw po kayong tulungan sa green card o paggawa ng affidavit support, then you can file for provisional unlawful presence bar. Ito'y applicable sa tatlong scenario, Kuya Johan, yung mga nag-jump ship, kung hindi po sila covered ng 245I, right? O yung mga K1 fiancé visa na hindi po, wala pong battered spouse o hindi po pinakasalan ng kanilang fiancé, o yung mga nag-cross the border, di ba? Let's say dumaan sila ng Mexico, right? At wala silang proof of entry. at o dumaan ng Canada at nag-cross the border sila, wala silang provide and wala silang proof that they were inspected or admitted o walang stamp ang kanilang passport at wala silang naipakitang I-94. So in this situation, Kuya Johan, kung sakaling pinetition sila ng kanilang employer, right, at meron silang qualifying relative or pinetition ng magulang na naging available ng visa or nagkaroon sila ng asawa, right? So it's not as easy as adjusting status in the United States. So they have to file yung tinatawag natin na 601A, yung unlawful presence bar, meaning that yung asawa po ninyo, i-petition kayo pag nag-petition to become a green card, at hindi kayo pwede makakuha ng green card dito, ipaprocess po sa National Visa Center at hintayin ang interview sa US Embassy Manila. Right? Now, if you don't file a provisional waiver before you leave, nag-accrue po kayo ng 10-year bar. So what the Obama administration did was, okay, so i-file mo ng petition, pag na-approve yung petition, mag-file ka ng 601A, right, to prove that yung asawa po ninyo o yung magulang po ninyo would suffer extreme hardship pag hindi po na-approve ang waiver ninyo. So in that situation, pag na-approve po yun at i-process, hintayin mo lang yung interview sa embassy, and then once you have that, you have to go home, right, and attend the medical interview and attend the visa interview. And after that, if everything goes well, at babalik po kayo sa United States as a green card holder. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na unlawful presence bar o 601A. But it's not enough, Kuya Johan, that you have an available visa in the 601A. You have to prove that your spouse or your parent who are a United States citizen or a lawful permanent resident would suffer extreme hardship. So yun yung paraan, Kuya Johan, para makakuha sila ng green card. Wag po ninyong stop yun na may asawa ako, wala namang hardship. Probably walang medical hardship, but you have to explore the hardship contemplated in many ways. Hindi lang may sakit ang asawa po ninyo, right? O merong may cancer or merong mas malalang sakit, hindi lang yon ang hardship ng kababayan. Pwede ring emotional, di ba? Emotional hardship. Dahil you've been married for, let's say, 10 to 15 years, di ba? So kung mahiwalay kayo, paano naman ang buhay mo, right? Or financial hardship din, di ba? So you just bought a house and ito yung income mo, pag hindi na-approve ang provisional waiver ng asawa mo, you're going to have a financial hardship, di ba? So yun, explore po natin lahat yon sa unlawful presence bar. Now sa mga K1 naman pumasok, Kuya Johan, and again, if they found someone else here, hindi pinakasalan halimbawa ng fiancé nila, that's also an option, either to provide file for a lawful presence bar, or meron tayong tinatawag na matter of cese, where if the petitioner married the beneficiary, yung fiancé, at nag-file ng green card at nag-file ng affidavit support, right, and yung kalagitnaan ng process, nagkaroon ng problema, mag-asawa, naghiwalay. Now, we can still continue the green card kahit ayaw na mag-cooperate ang asawa. You just have to prove that meron po kayong good faith marriage. You have to provide all these documentations and argue that, the beneficiary, would still be entitled to a green card under the BIA decision matter of cese, where as long as may affidavit support yung petitioner at hindi withdraw, pwedeng ituloy yung green card. Right? So ito yung mga options, Kuya Juan, maraming hindi nakakaalam sa mga kababayan natin na this is also an option sa kanila, na hindi na nagtuloy ang marriage o hindi na nagtuloy ang pag-file ng petition o hindi na co-cooperate ang US citizen spouse.
So there is always a way, and like nung nabanggit ko kanina, ito ay extensively na pag-usapan naman ni Attorney Diza sa previous episodes ng ating Immigration Law on Your Side. So balikan lamang po, especially yung fiancé visa na yan. Marami sa inyo ang nagtatanong. Attorney, isa din sa mga itinatanong nila, how about ito po, Attorney, mga nasa deportation proceedings na or those who've been arrested? Do they still have an option, Attorney?
Magandang katanungan, Kuya Johan, lalo ngayong panahon ni President Biden, right, na meron tinatawag na prosecutorial discretion, where let's say the judge ordered you remove, right? So meron ka ng order of removal, mas masama ito kaysa yung TNT lang, Kuya Johan. Kasi if there is an immigration judge order that you're being deported at hindi po kayo umuwi o umalis, right? Mas mahirap ang kalagayan nyo because you're considered as a fugitive. So anytime na mahuli kayo ng ICE, right? Diretso po kayo sa kulungan at diretso sa Pilipinas. Hindi kagaya ng PNP lang, Kuya Johan, pag mahuli ka, you can claim na I have my right before the immigration judge, and of course meron kang due process, di ba? Pero kagaya ng meron ng immigration order, right? Ng immigration judge order of deportation, or nag-apila pa kayo sa Board of Immigration Appeals o sa mga circuit courts at wala na, kumbaga you reach the end of the rope. Wala nang other option dahil na-exhaust mo na lahat ng mga remedies mo. In that situation, Kuya Johan, as I mentioned, the Biden administration allows what we call prosecutorial discretion. Meaning either you can reopen the case kasi may bago kang relief, or pwede mong sabihin, Judge, pwede bang, or you talk to the government authority through your lawyer na pwede bang stop na natin itong removal ko and i-close muna natin dahil hindi naman ako enforcement priority. And marami sa mga kababayan natin, Kuya Johan, na ginawa natin ng ganyan. Diba? We asked the government attorney to join us to either admin close the case, right? Habang hinihintay mag-21 yung anak, right? Halimbawa 16 years old pa lang yung anak at pag nag-21 yung bata, syempre yun ang mapepetition na yung magulang na walang issue, right? Or naghihintay na maging citizen yung anak, yung 5 taon pa, hintay natin, doon na lang tayo kumuha ng relief. So either you admin close the case, you terminate the case, wala ka na sa immigration judge, or i-reopen yung kaso mo para marinig ulit yung case mo. Marami mga decision, Kuya Johan, as we mentioned in the past, ang US immigration law is you're always changing, right? So nandito tayo para i-update sila kung ano nangyayari. Pwede nang i-review yung inyong immigration records kung mayroong paraan para i-reopen yung case at i-rehear ulit ng judge under the Nis Chavez US Supreme Court decision na walang yung charging document po sa inyo, yung notice to appear na sinasabi, walang date and time. So we are going, kailangan po ninyo ng abogado to assess that case. So ito yung mga options sa mga kababayan natin, Kuya Johan, na nasa removal o nagkaroon ng removal order. And hindi lang yan, yung cancellation of removal is always an option, right? If you've been here for 10 years and you have a good moral character, you're paying your taxes, and you can prove that your qualifying relative would suffer extreme, exceptional, unusual hardship, pwede nating ilaban ang case nyo before the immigration judge na tawag natin cancellation of removal, cancel ng judge ang removal po ninyo, and pag naging available available yung visa, mabibigyan po kayo ng green card. So ito mga paraan, Kuya Johan, sa mga kababayan natin na sa removal o nagkaroon ng removal order.
Alright, and katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, napakagandang at the top of the year. Ito yung topic natin kasi karamihan dito we've discussed extensively in other episodes of Immigration Law on Your Side. Katulad ng yung prosecutorial discretion and many other things. So balikan lamang po, naka-archive lamang po yan sa PHLV Radio Facebook page. Attorney, nabanggit nyo kanina na medyo marami ang nangyayari ngayon na changes. We're just anticipating na magkakaroon na naman ng mga delays or something because of this Omicron. Attorney, marami nagtatanong sa atin pag-start ng taon ngayon, nagkaroon ba ng mga backlogs na naman? What's the situation out there, Attorney, sa immigration?
Yes, unfortunately, bumabalik ang USCIS na natawag na Phase 1.
Phase 1?
Where they limit ang mga appearances. Kumbaga dati kung 100 capacity, right, parang 10% capacity lang ang kanilang interviews. So unfortunately, that's what they say. Ngayon, kaya magkakaroon ng backlog, right, yung mga hinihintay natin ng mga interviews, most likely matatagalan yan because of the surge ng Omicron virus. Second, Kuya Johan, mga judges ngayon, we just received a notice then that instead of in-person appearances, tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman ng mga hearing, right? Especially if you have a very good case, tuloy-tuloy yan, but they don't allow in person. So WebEx na yan, through WebEx, through Zoom, ang mga appearances. With regards sa US Embassy, Kuya Johan, ganun din, right? Yung mga pinakihintay nating mga interviews, unfortunately, mga clients natin also experience and have COVID symptoms or positive COVID test po sila, positive po sila sa COVID. So hindi po sila nakakapunta sa interview. Of course, bago ka may interview, meron pong medical examination, and at that point, may mga client po nating affected really. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa. We can count mga clients saying that na-reschedule ang kanilang interviews because of COVID infection or maging positive. So pagdasal natin, Kuya Johan, na matapos na itong COVID, kasi yun lang naman ang problema natin, hindi lang talaga sa mga offices, USCIS offices or sa embassy, na nire-restrict nila ang mga interviews, kundi sa mga client din natin na hindi maka-attend sa interview, di ba, dahil nga sa naging positive sa COVID. Hopefully, as we mentioned, matapos na ito at malulunas na lahat at babalik na tayo sa normal. We need to cooperate kung ano mga guidelines na inimpose sa atin, local guidelines, national guidelines, CDC guidelines, by wearing masks, and those people who should be vaccinated, right? At magkaroon na rin po kayo ng booster shot. Dahil yun lang po ang paraan para maiwasan natin. Alam natin sa mga nanonood sa atin, Kuya Johan, meron siguro dyan ang mga anti-vax. Right? Of course, iba-iba ang ating mga paniniwala. We just respect each other's position. Pero sakali man na hindi po kayo naniniwala sa vaccination, make sure that you are tested, every week kung kinakailangan, or kailangan mag-wear talaga, mag-suit po kayo ng mask para hindi pa kayo ma-infect o hindi po kayo manghawa kung meron po kayo. So yung advice natin sa ating mga kababayan, Kuya Johan, hopefully everything gets back to normal. But as of now, right, we expect delays and backlogs. And hopefully, if these things is over, babalik po tayo sa normal.
Attorney, nabanggit nyo kanina yung free consultation sa ating office dyan sa San Francisco. Are you still doing in-person consultations?
No, we don't, Kuya Johan. We don't allow people to come to the office now for protection, hindi lang sa ating mga kliyente, kundi siyempre sa mga staff din natin. Although we are reporting to work na as regular, we still work from home 1/3 of the time sa ating mga staff. So nagro-rotation mga staff namin para hindi full capacity ang aming opisina. But we don't allow our clients to go to our office at this time unless kailangan lang silang mag-submit ng mga documents, kailangan ayaw nilang i-fax or ayaw nilang i-mail out o malapit lang sila sa opisina. Ang kinakailangan lang pwedeng i-drop off yung mga documents. Hindi sila tatagal ng more than 5 minutes sa aming office. So, but anyway, Kuya Johan, with the technology and everything, kagaya ng ginagawa natin, di ba, para tayong magkukentuhan lang at we are each other's side, pwede namang through Zoom, through telephone, at sa mga legal documents po ninyo, very safe naman po ang email, right? Email nyo sa amin o mail out nyo sa amin para ma-review natin yung mga documentation.
Ang telephone number, mga kaibigan, para sa mga nagtatanong, it's on the screen right now, 415-568-3777. Sa kanila lagyan ni Attorney Diza sa San Francisco, California. They also have an office sa may LA area, China, and in the Philippines. Attorney, to close our maiden presentation for 2022, baka meron po kayong message sa ating mga tagapakinig at mga clients ng Reeves Immigration Law Group.
Maraming salamat, Kuya Johan, ulit. And we are going third year na ba tayo? Diba? Third year na ang
Yes.
immigration law on your side. Parang kailan lang. Time flies, mga kababayan. So kayo rin po na nanonood at nakikinig sa amin na wala pang status o may mga kamag-anak kayo, kaibigan, kakilala, gawin po yung resolution, diba? New Year's resolution to solve, your immigration problem by contacting our office. Nakikita nyo ang aming contact information dyan sa inyong screen. Reeves, i-search po ninyo ang Reeves Immigration Law Group. Makita ninyo ang aming testimonial sa mga client namin at siyempre yung mga services namin. Our law firm, Reeves Immigration Law Group, may mga opisina po tayo sa Los Angeles, meron po sa Makati, meron po sa China, at ako po nasa San Francisco. But remember, mga kababayan, ang immigration is a federal practice. So kahit nasaan po kayo, right, with the advance ng ating technology, pwede tayo mag-Zoom. May mga client po tayo dyan sa East Coast, Kuya Johan, sa New York, New Jersey, sa Illinois, sa Midwest, lahat po, sa Alaska, sa Hawaii. So, this is a federal practice. So if you're more comfortable talking to a Filipino attorney kagaya ko, then feel free to contact our firm, right? It's a free consultation naman, and hopefully year 2022 would be a better year, hindi lang po sa immigration, kundi rin sa public health, sa ating sitwasyon ngayon na nasa COVID pandemic pa rin tayo. So we're all in together, we'll help each other para matapos na ito. Yun po ang wish natin sa ating mga viewers and listeners, Kuya Johan. And again, maraming salamat at manigong Happy New Year po sa lahat.
Alright, Happy New Year po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Reeves Immigration Law Group in San Francisco, California. Nagagaling po sa Las Vegas, Nevada. Ito po si Kuya Yo sa studio ng PHLV Radio, 3909 South Maryland Parkway, Suite 215. Kung meron po kayong mga sulat na gustong ipadala para sa ating programa, padala lamang po yan. O kaya sa info@phlvradio.com. Sa mga tagapakinig natin sa ating app, maraming salamat po sa mga audio listeners natin sa ating mga podcast sa iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Maraming salamat po sa pagsusubscribe ninyo sa ating Immigration Law on Your Side. Nagagaling po sa Las Vegas, Kuya Yo, maraming salamat po. We will see you next time here on PHLV Radio.
Reeves Immigration Law Group has been representing immigrants for nearly 40 years. Reeves Immigration Law Group has been fighting for its clients through experience and expertise. With immigration lawyers you can access at reasonable fees, even on Saturday. Payment plans are also available. Call us for your immigration solutions. We can do worldwide telephone and Skype consultations. Reeves Immigration Law Group, 1-800-795-8009. Reeves Immigration Law Group has offices in Los Angeles, San Francisco, China, and Philippines. See us at www.rreeves.com. Reeves Immigration Law Group, 1-800-795-8009.
Reeves Immigration Law Group has just brought you Immigration Law on Your Side, Wednesdays 7 p.m. Pacific on PHLV Radio.